Hey everyone, it's Brandy and you're watching Abstract Crafter. And today's video, we are doing a Diamond Dotz drill with me for part 2 of the second round of the Homegrown series, American Sellers. And this will probably be the last store, so we'll probably just recycle next time I do either a Diamond Art Club or another Diamond Dotz. So, now, I know this was the unboxing, and I have to tell you, that unboxing was probably a month ago, but I didn't want to put the Homegrown series back to back like that, and I wanted Diamond Art Club first, so get all this stuff out of the way. And we're not going to be working on this one. My daughter had saw it, and she wanted to do it, and I was glad to allow her to have it. I knew I wanted it for the series, but I also knew I had another one waiting, which is this one, and we'll look at that closer in a minute. But she really wanted to do one, and I thought this would be a really good one for her to start with. For one, she really likes, you know, Baby Tiger Roly-Poly. I just wanted to say that again. And she was waiting for her Pokemon one at the time. You'll see the post review on that very soon. As soon as the series is over, it'll probably be, I think I have it up for next Monday. I got a lot of good reception on that little montage that I did in the beginning of this one too. That was my husband's idea, so yay for my husband and his genius ideas. So he really appreciated all the kind comments that you guys had. So, I just wanted to show this one to you. She hasn't gotten far. She's just kind of started on the paws and the eyes. You know, she doesn't have patience like we do. She's not going to be one of us guys. Unfortunately, I could not recruit her into the club. She works on it probably about 30 minutes a day. I was lucky to get an hour a day out of her for all the EVs is what I called it. So, you know, at her own pace, in her own time, that's fine. I'm just hoping that she gets this done relatively soon, or says she doesn't want to do it, period, so that I can finish it in time for the post review. And then, unlike the last time with Diamond Art Club, I can't guarantee that the next video will be the wrap-up video with a post review for the Diamond Dotz. It just depends, so we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. So let's move Baby Tiger Roly-Poly back to his cage. One moment. So now, in case you don't remember from way back at the start of my channel, this is what this guy looks like. I really like this one. I like the picture. I think as a partial, it'll blend into the background beautifully. And I can already tell because the vase is done, and these two peaches are done, and they do blend in really well. And I will link that video up in the eye in case you want to go see I think I called it a pre-review or something like that, as I didn't know what else to call it at the time, but yeah, so we're going to actually work on this area over here. We'll probably jump between this peach and the two flowers. Look at that. Oh, okay, there we go. And this one does have, what is called A-B drills, and you can see it right there. Right there. These ones are coated in a purple iridescent, purple and blue, and then it also has white that also has a purple iridescent coating, and then it also has yellow right there. And that's got a gold, and it's kind of like gold and pink iridescent coating on it. You can kind of see that. So, I do have 2 drill pins in case the blue tack is too strong for the special gems. I don't want it ripping off this coating. But otherwise, Faceless Fred. It would not be an Abstract Crafter video without Faceless Fred. He's been my confidant for quite some time now. Alright, so let me readjust and we'll get started. Alright, well, Fred is empty. Generic is empty, so they do need some filling. Okay. Make sure that it's focusing. So if you didn't see that, my garbage tray just rained down upon us. So I paused and picked it up. So now, I touched on this when I filled this pen, and but I wanted to show you again because it was on in an earlier video that many of you may not have seen. So that's actually hard right there. So what I like to do with the Pick Me Up pen is give it a little twist, and then it does recommend to twist backwards to stop the flow. You need a little bit more than that. Come on, grow. A little bit more, grow. And then twist backwards to stop it from overflowing. And so I literally insert the little snag right inside the pen, and then I give it a scrape. And I did too much. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty, guys, okay? But if I get it right, then it'll scrape perfectly across the top of that and fill it exactly how much I need. And so we got that guy filled. We'll put the Pick Me Up pen away. We got wax here, and this is still the second kit of wax that I've ever gotten from Diamond Dotz, and I've done over 30 paintings. So I'm gonna get her nice and full. So they give you plenty, and I think I threw the first one away because I just wanted to use it up. I wanted to be done with it. So there, we're all set and ready to drill. And before we get into a regular setup, or my regular guideline setup, I did reach out to them like I did with Diamond Art Club. They did not want to cooperate with my video, which is fine. It's fine. They had their reasons. Maybe in a different video I'll share that with you. I don't want to piss them off and make them possibly sue me. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, I'm trying to decide where I want to start. I think we'll start with this color, A20. And I probably didn't even really need these, but at that time, everything I was getting was staticky. I think it has a lot to do with the weather. And the majority of the kinds of garbage I find in these are mostly the concave ones, or the, would it be convex? And they bubble outward, so bubbling of all kinds. And then little plastic bits like this. That's what I usually find. And of course the holes. I don't typically find a whole lot of that. So let's get started. I'm going to try to bend this plastic. So it's not folding up on me. And I like to put my lid upward somewhere in the working area. It might not be visible to you, but I do have it upward. That's why I put labels on the top and bottom, so that I can always see what I'm doing, what I'm working with. Because I don't know how many times I will go back and forth and question myself if I have the right one or which one. At least until I get started. Once I start putting drills in, I don't typically forget what drills I just put in, but you never know. So let me make sure this little peach is in film, or in screen. Okay, it is. So yeah, I will, here's another garbage one they just rolled all over. I will share someday with you what was said. It more or less boiled down to that they didn't want to confuse the market with the cheap ones that are often found out in the world, and I think they meant AliExpress. They didn't want to confuse the audience to think that they were anything similar, but And I did try to explain to them that that's not what the goal of this series was, that the goal of the series was to celebrate American companies, but they never did get back to me after. I sent him another email, so I guess that's their loss. It's our loss, really, too, which is too bad, you know? So, this is why I remember I don't like pink wax. Well, I mean, this is going to do it too because I just filled it. Let's see, I'm going to use a garbage bead. I'm going to use a garbage bead and I'm just going to try to get that overflow taken care of right away. And get it nice and shaped. It's the only thing I don't like about when you first fill these pens with anything is you get that overflow. Unless you're great at it, filling these things, but I am not. So this one doesn't have a whole, it has some of the circles, but they mostly blend into each other, so I have to get used to putting rounds on the canvas again. It's been a long time since I've done one. And so let's just jump right into updates. We're going to try to keep this right around an hour. I'll do my absolute best, but I want to get through a good portion of this, so I might have to break my rule already on the second drill with me since I made that rule, and we'll just see where it goes. If I stop dabbling, maybe we can actually get everything done that I want to get done. So for updates, I want to start out with the Saga of Sylvanas, the Sylvanas Saga. I never did ever figure it out what it was that I wanted to actually call that series, so it doesn't really matter anymore because this is the conclusion of the Sylvanas Saga, or the Saga of Sylvanas. This will be the final time I need to update you on this particular canvas because I didn't wait very long. I only waited for a few comments to come in telling me, do it, file that dispute, don't wait. And I kind of knew that's the direction you guys were going to steer me into, so I was ready for it. I filed the dispute, and within a couple hours, I went to my email for something else, and saw that it's, you know, I get I'm sure most people get emails if and when a seller messages you on AliExpress, and I had such a message. We got some blue boogers sticking out of this guy. See, I know a lot of people don't like that, the blue tag, because of that, but I find if you let it harden, you can get it off pretty easily. And I haven't had it ruin any canvases or anything for me. Knock on wood. So, that's one thing with these, is that it's so hard to get that first line straight. When it's partial, obviously, because there's no real good guideline for you to follow. I think that's already it with this color. Well, I mean, I think there might be more up this way, but I don't want to rust my arm into it, so I think this might be it for this color on this whole canvas. Well, sweet. I like when I'm done with the color. So anyway, I get a message. In fact, I got 3. It seems to be that he likes to send 3 messages at a time. And the first one was, "Hi friend, did you get your diamonds yet?" I'm just like, what? So I just ignored him because I wasn't going to play this game with him. I was so irritated at that point. Like, he only checks in. Why wouldn't, you know, a more decent person would have checked in with me before I refiled the dispute. So then he sends another message, and it says, uh-oh, hold on, I'm seeing a lot of those convex ones. Well, that one definitely is one. And more so with Diamond Dotz than any other company, if they are convex, they will not stick to this glue at all. They'll just slide around and cause all kinds of chaos. So anyway, he sends me another message, and at this point, I had logged on to AliExpress to just see what was going on with the dispute, and because I had already filed it, it had escalated already, because there's 3 levels. First, it wants you to negotiate with the seller. The second one literally says escalated to AliExpress. And then the final one is the decision, I think. I didn't really pay that close of attention to it, but it was already like between stage 2 and 3. So I knew it was just a matter of time before I got a decision. Damn it! I'm not going to dump them into a tray. I'm just going to stab and go. So knowing that, I had no intention on trying to talk to the seller anymore. And so that second message said something like, oh, that one has a hole. And I know that I typically, with the exception of one canvas, get plenty of extra from Diamond Dotz. Well, obviously I only have 4 that I can tell that I need. So I know I can be picky with these drills. So he says, first you cancel the dispute, and then I will resend the diamonds again using e-packet. Because before he had claimed that he sent them with the outgoing mail, the land mail, and that it would take longer. Which might have been the case. But typically on AliExpress, it'll tell you like a certain amount of time before it closes, and in most of the cases it's been 29 days. Well, his was 60. So from the time he shipped it till the time that, it closes, if you don't go in and say that you received it, it'll automatically just pay the seller, assuming that you got it, if you haven't filed a dispute or anything like that, or extended the service plan. And so his was 60 days, so from the time he shipped that first one, I had already been waiting 2 months, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do this with this guy again. I'm not going to wait, because the initial one was quite a while. I want to say it was around between 25, no, I think it was 18 days, so it was pretty fast. But still, I had already waited so long, and I was so excited for that one. If you go back and watch that very first unboxing, where Sylvanas makes her first appearance, you can hear in my voice the excitement and then the quick disappointment when I realized that I didn't get my diamonds. So more than any of them, until that point, that was the one I had been the most excited for. I had hemmed and hawed and looked at it over and over until I finally made that plunge and bought it. So I didn't want to wait no more. I had saw, at the time, there was only a couple sellers, and he was the only one that had it in round. But there was, like, I want to say, like, 3 other stores at the time that had that same canvas, but with round drills. So he was the only one that had it with square. And I noticed that afterwards, a lot more sellers, like, more than double, had now gotten it in stock and had it in the squares. Because I fully believe that painting that size should be done in squares, and smaller, I'd say 30 or like a 30 by 40, get away with either. But I think smaller than that in rounds really do look better. I mean, that's what most sellers tell you as far as guidelines for if you have a choice between square and round that you should get. And that was in that Diamond Art Club blog, and I can link that again if people want to go read that. They have a great little blog post about rounds versus squares and all the differences and stuff. And that was one of the places I had gotten that information. So anyway, I wanted it in square. So I was able to find it in a different store, and as soon as I had got that refund, I knew I was gonna order it from the new store, which I was gonna save, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. I got it from Real Shining. And it's actually one of their sub-stores. Re-DIY handmade store. And now, if this doesn't turn out good, we're all gonna blame Donnie. Donnie is the one who told me, get it from this store. I recommend this store over such and such store. I'm just kidding, Donnie. I wouldn't blame you. I trust your opinion. You've gotten hundreds more than me. Ooh, burn again. She knows I'm teasing, guys. We're friends. We talk every day. So, I would never say anything bad about her. Not like that, anyway. Again, I kid. Anyway, so, I ordered it, and it is on its way. I did not want to give up on this canvas. I still want it for all the reasons that I talked about why I wanted it in the first place. So, and we can get into more about that when that one comes. And I got it during the sale, the AliExpress big sale, and I used a coupon. So, I actually ended up saving $5 more than the original canvas. So, yay, even better. Alright, let me check time. We got a couple more minutes, so I can go over one more thing. So, speaking of Donnie, I had originally wanted, in my last drill with me, which will be linked in the eye if you have not seen that, I had said, you know, I did a call out to YouTubers asking if anyone wanted to do the collab with me on the round versus small, round versus square, large versus small. Just because the sheer workload of it, I thought it would be nice to split that up and share it, you know, and do a collab. I thought it would be so fun to do a collab with another diamond painting YouTuber. And I wanted to initially ask Donnie, but I knew she was working on Christmas canvases. So I really thought she'd be busy, and I didn't want to, like, make her, like, feel bad, like, by asking her. Just because that's the kind of person she is, you know. She's sweet and she'll do anything for anyone. And I didn't want to sacrifice her time for my project when I know she had so much on her plate and she's got a lot going on herself. So the next day she actually, and there was suggestions in the comments for people asking me to ask Donnie. They wanted to see me and Donnie do this collab. And she actually contacted me. She called me the next day and she's like, jokingly of course, she's like, I'll do the collab with you unless you think my channel's too big. Because I said I wanted somebody around my sub count or smaller. And so she wasn't like bragging that her channel's so big or anything. No, it was more of joking with me because of what I said in my video. And, you know, and I told her what I just told you, but I wanted to do it with her, but I thought she'd be busy. But no, she said she would do it with me, and we're just going to figure it out. It probably will still be a little while, because both of us have, you know, things going on. And plus it takes a month for it to get here, plus the time it takes to, you know, actually do the paintings. And that's assuming nothing goes wrong, which, you know, I'm not saying it will, but with my luck, you know, you never know. So, you always have to assume it's going to go wrong. Hope for the best, but plan for the worst. That kind of situation. Alright, I really hope my head doesn't pop in, but, you know, stuff like that can be hard to control. I just wanted to get that excess off. Uh-oh. Oh no, I just spilled on my part of my canvas that you can't see right now. Nothing bad. Just annoying. Okay, so that was everything for updates that I have. And then I have two obsessions. And one of them is something I cannot even believe that I have been forgetting to talk about when it comes to obsessions. So, but I'm not going to go into too much depth on it because I am doing Donnie's tag. And one of her more recent Drill With Me's, she did a tag, and in this tag it said to tag 5 other YouTubers. And of course she tagged me because she knows that I use this format for my Drill With Me's, you know, as far as doing tags and questionnaires and whatnot. Just to help fill that void with, you know, so I have stuff to talk about. Sometimes I have enough to ramble on about. Sometimes I need that help. So, my obsessions, and like I said, I cannot even believe I forgot to talk about this, but me and my husband have been really into watching WWE. And so, we started back around this time, which is in the 90s. Mick Foley is my obsession, and oh my gosh, I don't know if my camera's picking that up, but there's wax all over Mick Foley. Oh no. Figures neither one of us have even got to so much as read this yet. But anyway, we just love Mick. He is like our favorite. He's just so funny, and they wanted to do this little series of the wrestlers writing, you know, they wanted to write some books on different wrestlers. Well, he insisted on writing his own, and this is one of them. And so, and it's number 1, it's on the bestseller list. Where does it say that? Oh, New York Times bestseller, number 1. And so it's got, you know, a few pictures that he included. It's really long. Let me get there. It's all the credits. 735 pages. So, yeah. We're both going to read this. I read faster than he does, so. Mick Foley was also Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and more recently he was Mankind, which is why it says Mankind. Have a nice day. So, yeah. I'm going to start reading this soon. Hopefully. But we actually have the WWE Network, and we watch it every day. Every single day. We watch old wrestling. We're actually into the 2000s now. Oh, look, I got that wax right on my canvas. And then we watch Divas. That's all. I can't remember the whole name of the show, but it's Divas. That's what we call it. And we love it. He actually started watching it first and didn't think I'd be interested. But of course I was. You know, that's the one thing about being married is sometimes you sacrifice. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. You know, but I wanted to spend time with my husband. So of course I was like, just watch it down here with me. Don't watch it upstairs on your computer, silly. And so he started watching it down here, and the more he started watching it, the more I got into it, and the more excited I got, and having an obsessive personality, of course, I can't do anything just a little bit. I went all in, and I'm just looking right now to see if there's more L's, and there's not. So the next thing, and this is a big N. Hold on, let's get these guys in there. So, during the winter time, more for the holidays, I'm a big coffee fan. I drink coffee day to night. And I've told you guys this, I think, a few times. But I will drink that from sunup to sundown. And around the holidays, they come out with special flavors. Peppermint mocha, which they have year-round now, at least here in my town. They have, I'm checking for bad ones before I start drilling, because it's harder for me to see in these lights. God, these are tiny. They just seem so small. Like I said, I haven't worked on rounds in a while. So anyway, they have peppermint mocha, like a butter pecan. I think there's another one. I can't remember what it is. And then they have this one. Let me grab it. This one's empty. marshmallow hot cocoa. Oh, so good. If you haven't tried it and you like chocolate type of creamers, go get it. I mean, just don't buy too many because then I won't be able to buy more. Now last year, this is the third year I've had it, and last year, once they sold out of it, they never got it back in stock. Whereas they, like I said, they kept the peppermint mocha one in year round. And I would go, so the place that you guys saw me buy that Diamond Dotz at is called Duluth. And I live in Superior, and together we form the Twin Ports. And so I was going, once they didn't get it back in stock here, anywhere, we would go to, well, it's not really, it's actually another city outside of Duluth called Hermantown. We would drive all the way to that Walmart and just load up. And then after a while, they didn't get them anymore either, and I was bummed because I had no clue that it was about to happen. You know, I was ignorant, and my thought that they would keep it stocked through, at least through Christmas. And I think it was by Thanksgiving it was gone, and it never came back, and I was so bummed. Otherwise, I drink cafe mocha. So, one of these has a hole. And yes, my middle finger is peeling. I'm not going to show it to you and be gross. You'll see enough of it as it is. But it's peeling, and it's just irritating me because I keep showing it to you guys. Now you'll notice it. You may not have noticed it before. Anyway, so they sold out of it. And I was bummed. Like I said, no inclination that it was about to sell out. I was stupid in my assumption that they would have it through at least through Christmas. And so, the first year, I only remember trying it a couple times. And then last year, every time we'd see it, we'd buy at least 4 to 6 of them, depending on what the grocery budget was for that shopping trip. Now, this year, my husband spotted them the other day. Because, he checks, like, in our Walmart, they have, like, a little, those open freezers. They're called dump, D-U-M-P, dump bins. That's just what they're called because you can put anything in them. Dump products in there that you have an abundance of. And he always checks in there just to see if they ever happen to get the one I like, which is called Cafe Mocha. If they ever get that one in a bigger size. We're hoping. It's part of like a chocolatier series. And so I doubt they'll ever get that one in a bigger one. And quite honestly, I don't taste much of a difference between the two. But the fact that the one that I typically drink is only in the smaller container. It's $2 or $1.98 at Walmart. And at the other grocery store, Super One, it's $2.49. So, and that big guy was $3.18. So, and it's literally double the small container. So it's a much, much better deal. It's like getting the second one for 70 cents or whatever my husband said earlier. He likes to figure the math on things like that. It's so cute. Anyway, so we bought 3 of them, and I checked today when we went, and they did have more, but I still have 2. So hopefully that'll last until our next shopping trip, because I'm just so afraid that they're going to sell out like relatively fast. I just don't know why they didn't keep it in stock last year. Maybe they didn't know it was going to be that good of a seller. So hopefully they have a lot more on order this year than they did last year. And I think it was actually more of a Coffee Mate thing than a Walmart thing. But I swear to you, if it goes out of stock and it doesn't come back, I'm going to petition. I'm going to create a petition, and I'm going to beg you guys to sign it to get me my hot chocolate marshmallow creamer. Because it is really good. It's, it tastes a subtle difference between that one and the Cafe Mocha. Enough so that it makes me happy. I can't explain it to you. It just makes me so happy. Maybe it's the thrill of finding it. Maybe it's just because it's so good. Maybe it's both. I don't know. I can't explain this to you, but I am obsessed. And that's all I have for obsessions, but I do want to go back because I have an update I forgot to share with you. I did complete my other cross stitch, but I have to warn you. If you remember my ironing video, I showed you my dirty iron. Well, I needed to iron because I wanted to frame this one. I didn't want this one in the hoop. And I sprayed down the fabric, just misted it. I didn't get it soaked or anything, just a little wet. I do know how to iron. And I forgot that my iron was filthy dirty until it was too late. And I didn't want to wash it because one of my stitches was not so good and it was coming out. And I didn't want to take the chance of washing it and having my stitches fall out. I would have just been mortified. I mean, I know it's probably going to happen at some point because I can't not wash them forever. Maybe I can. But I'm hoping I don't have to. I'm hoping I don't make this mistake again. But, so I got this one and I did pick up one more. So this is how it turned out. And you can see right here where I burned it. It just looks more discolored. And check. Let me... Oops, wrong way. There. So, I think it turned out good. But right here, this is where it loosened. You can see it's wavy. But, you know, it's something that's super easy to fix. So, I don't know why I don't just do it. But I really like it. I think it turned out beautifully. And I love this. I love it in the frame. It is kind of plain on the edges, and I could probably come in and do something to, you know, cover up where the burn marks are, but you can still see the perfect circle, so that kind of bugs me. But let me grab, and I'm not going to show you how far I got, because I literally just got, like, a couple lines across right in there, but this is the new one, and I got this one, and I'm going to do it for my mom. Now this one does, let me try to get up closer. This kind of bothers me right in here. And they don't do half stitches or quarter stitches or 3/4 stitches in these. But I'm going to maybe add some of my own in now that I'm more comfortable. So I'm hoping a lot of this white doesn't stay. But this will be my last one. I wanted to keep getting these ones to help us practice. Oops, I didn't even write the date. Stupid. Damn it. To practice until I got good. Especially because, like, this one and that last one had words. And this is a little bit different than the last one, the style. And if we can get close, it's got more French knots. And I love French knots. So, let's get back into position. Oh, it's looking pretty good from this angle. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm doing now for my mom. I think it'll look a lot cuter than... I'm going to make it look better than it does, because it kind of looks like flat tires. I don't know, I just thought she'd really get a kick out of that guy, so I think, okay, we got 2 shoutouts this time. I was going to just do one again, but I couldn't decide between the 2. And I had said that if anybody wanted me to give them a shoutout with my small little channel, that I would, and they could leave their information in the comments, and somebody took me up on that, and I went and checked out her channel. You know, the name of it, and she should be flashing as I'm speaking about her. The name of the channel is OMG Look How Cute, but I swear that when I'm listening to her videos, she just says, oh, look how cute. So you'll have to clarify that with me, which one it is. OMG, look how cute, or oh, look how cute, or oh, how cute. It's one of those. When she, you know, says hello in the beginning of her videos is what I'm referring to. So, oh, this is going to be fun. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, at least it's letting me slide. Anyway, back to the channel. And so I went and checked out her videos, and she has some unboxings, and she's so fun to listen to. She's got unboxings right now, and I watched a couple of them, and they're really good. she does a good job. She's nice and thorough, and she does a nice job of it and showing you all the things that we have come accustomed to wanting to see in an unboxing. And she's got a few sport ones that she got as customs. I believe they were customs. And oh, she's got a nice bubbly personality, and she's a lot of fun. I think you should go check out her channel, because, you know, she's got good unboxings, and I think we should give her a chance. I have subscribed, because, you know, I don't just throw my subscriptions out to anyone. You know, I genuinely have to like a channel, because my OCD is such that I can't just, I don't like a lot of channels unless I'm really watching them. And I only subscribe to people that and I don't know if this is true of many people, that I feel like I could be friends with them in real life. And I really do truly mean that. You know, if I mean, even if the chances of it happening are slim to none, that's just kind of my thought process. If, you know, and sometimes I can't make that decision on somebody, so I have to watch quite a few of their videos. I subscribed after watching just one. The second channel that I want to call out is Jenn's Diamond Painting. Admittedly, only seen a few videos right now, and they've been unboxings, but she had the last one that I watched was an unboxing of the Super Mario Brothers, which I've seen a couple of those out there now, but I liked hers a lot. I liked the way that she did her unboxings, and she again is thorough and informative, and it's such a cute canvas. I really liked it. I liked her personality, and so I subscribed to her too. So go check out OMG Look How Cute and Jenn's Diamond Painting and see what you guys think, you know. Give them some love. Tell them I sent you. And, oh, look at a rogue bead. I don't even have a pile for those yet. I do now. Right here. So that is my shoutouts, and I'm sorry I didn't have a whole lot to say on them, because they both are very new to me, and I've only watched a few other videos, but I liked them so much that I wanted to tell you guys about them. And again, if you have a channel, and you would like a shoutout, or you just want to leave your information, go ahead and link that down in the comments. And I will go check you out, and I will give you a shout out if you'd like, and watch your videos, and all that fun jazz. And if there's a channel that you guys think I should go see, like you've discovered somebody new and you think they're just so great, let me know that too, and I will gladly go and check them out and see what they're all about. You know, there hasn't really been anybody in our community that I've come across that I don't like, so for the most part, I have way too many subscriptions, let's just put it that way. So, what else do I have? Okay, that's it. We are going to go into this tag that I was tagged in by Donnie. And I think Donnie was tagged in by Stitcherista, Danielle. So, it is called the 35 Random Things tag. We probably won't get through all 35. Maybe, because some of them are really easy to answer. But, we'll do our best, okay? Let me check time before we get started so I have a rough idea. Why don't we just start a new clip to be safe and call it good? If we don't finish it, then we will do it in the next drill with me. Oh, and before I get to the first question, I just want to say, make sure you guys come back on Sunday, September 1st, because I have something super exciting to share with you guys, and I really mean it this time. It's not going to be like my typical video style. It's going to be an announcement, though, and you don't want to miss out. Seriously, you don't. It's something I am so pumped for. So yeah, come back on Sunday, That video is a must-see. I'm telling you, I haven't even recorded it, but I know it's going to be in it, and I know that you don't want to miss it. God, I'm such a nerd. Alright, so 35 random things tag, and the first question is, do you like blue cheese? And no, I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like the way it smells. I don't like the way it tastes. I've tried it many times. I've tried it in a salad. I've tried it with wings, and I just don't care for it at all. I mean, if that's the only thing available, I would be able to eat it, but given a choice between that and ranch, I will always, always, always take ranch. I just don't like it. It's just not my thing. Question 2. Coke or Pepsi? Well, the short answer is neither. I don't drink soda right now. I haven't drank soda for a couple months now. I think it's been 3 months. Okay, well, with the exception of special occasions, which is the long answer. The long answer is Coke. If we're just going with straight Coke or Pepsi. And more specifically, McDonald's Coke. Because they do something different to their Coke, and this is proven. It's a fact. It's not my opinion. It's proven that their formulation is different, and it is made this way so that when they add ice to it, no matter how much of the ice melts, well, with the exception of all of it, you know, if you get to the very bottom and all of your ice melts, that would be the only difference. But ideally, that as the ice melts, it doesn't change the flavor of the Coke. And there's just something different about the way McDonald's Coke tastes. And I love it. So it doesn't matter how long I go without soda. If we go to McDonald's, which isn't very often anymore. We used to go a lot more, but when we go, I have to get a Coke. There's no question. I actually have a friend who won't get ice because then she gets a fuller glass, you know? Like if we're going through the drive-thru or whatever. And I think after a while, she just became accustomed to it that way. So she'll always order her Coke with no ice to get the max amount of Coke possible. Because they do fill your cup up about, I'd say, 2/3 of the way full of ice. And obviously, a good majority of it melts immediately. But yeah, it is formulated that way, though, so that it does taste different. It is not your imagination if you've ever thought that. It does taste different, and it's meant to. But on an even bigger scale, if I were drinking a can, it would be Diet Coke or Cherry Pepsi. So, generally I'm not a huge cola drinker. And I don't know, I go through phases with soda anyway, where I really like it, and then, I don't know, like, if I'm sick of something, it'll literally taste like dirt, and so when I get sick of a particular food or drink, it'll literally taste like dirt. My brain does something to food and drink when I get sick of it, and it makes it literally taste like what I imagine dirt to taste like, and every soda started tasting like dirt. And so I just stopped. Plus, I'm trying to lose weight, and I know soda is a very good way to not lose weight. Well, and drinking coffee from sunup to sundown isn't good either, but that one's going to take me some time. So, anyway, I'm starting to go off on a tangent, and this is why I can never get through a tag or a questionnaire, because I go off on tangents. So, next question. Do you own a gun? Yes, I do. I believe in our legal right to bear arm, and I also believe in my right to protect myself. I've done everything I need to do to be able to have a gun. It's not in a place that is easy to be accessed by the children, but in an easy enough place to access in case there is trouble in the house. I've been through safety classes. I grew up with guns my entire life, so I know how to properly handle a gun. I know how to protect myself and my family should the need ever arise, and I know how to keep things safe so that my kids can't access them. The only people who can access them is me or my husband, and unless you can get inside our brains for the code, nobody else is going to get into them. It's not, the codes aren't written down or anything, but yeah, where somebody was breaking in, I could see how, you know, if we couldn't get to our guns right away, that kind of defeats the purpose, but I don't see that being an issue. You know, we're well prepared. You know, we've ran through several scenarios in which a gun might be needed. You know, you kind of learn that stuff. We live in Wisconsin, it's just normal to have a gun. And they do have a carry and conceal. You know, you're allowed to do that with the right permits. I don't have that permit. I don't carry and conceal. So, no. This next question I've been waiting for ever since I seen Fruitini do this tag, because it was so cute listening to her try to figure out what Kool-Aid was. I'm reaching over, my arm's in the way. The question is, what is your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid? And I'll show you. I only have one in the house. It's not my favorite flavor, but so this is Kool-Aid, and I got this one for 10 cents. See? But it's this is like a powder, and if you were to eat it by itself, it'd be very, very sour. And you add a cup of sugar, but I swear to God, when I was younger, it said 2 cups of sugar. I am probably not remembering this right, but you add this packet and a cup of sugar to a picture, and it makes 2 quarts. And this one happens to be lemonade, but you can get it in a variety of flavors. So it's an unsweetened soft drink is what they call it. So it's kind of like a juice of sorts. It's not juice in like a traditional apple juice, orange juice like that, but it's more like that than it's like anything else. So I'm seeing a thing of super sour Kool cubes on here where you can mix 2 envelopes, a 1/3 cup sugar, a 3/4 cup water in a plastic container, pour it into plastic, ice cube trays, freeze until firm. Then you add these cubes to any flavor of Kool-Aid. So you could like make this lemonade, then make the super sour Kool cubes in like a cherry or a strawberry, and add them, and you would have that kind of lemonade. It's brilliant. I'm gonna do it. Anyway, I have lemonade because I make the Arnie Palmer's, which is the half lemonade, half iced tea. But I just wanted to show this because it was so cute, and Fruitini thought it was some sort of fizzy drink. Fizzy pop. That was what she thought it was. And I was just giggling and giggling, and I didn't want to leave anything in the comments. I was hoping that she'd actually see this, because I do believe she watches my videos, and I was just going to demonstrate it. Not just for her, but for anybody who doesn't live in the U.S. or wherever else they have this. So, that is what Kool-Aid is, and my favorite flavor is actually cherry, or they have this one that's blue, and it's called Razzleberry. I like that one. I don't even know what flavor that is, but I like it. And so, that one must have a hole in it, because now all of a sudden I taste lemonade on my fingers. Okay. What do you think of hot dogs? I love hot dogs. I know what's in them. I know how they're made. I don't care. There's so many different kinds of hot dogs you can get. You can get the ones that are really, generic and a mix of all the bad things that hot dogs are made out of. But you can also get really good high quality ones. More specifically, they have these ones, they're by a brand called Nathan's, and they sell them in like holiday gas stations. If you have a holiday gas station and that holiday happens to have like the hot dog cooker, is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. Rotator, I don't know. They sell them there. They sell them at some Sam's Clubs with delis. And they are so delicious. And they actually started selling them in stores. And they are a more high quality beef hot dog. And they're very delicious. But besides that, oh, these two wanted to stick together. BFFs, the two of these ones. I don't even know if I can break them. But besides that, I like Ballparks a lot. Specifically Ballpark cheese dogs. Oh, those are so good. I love cheese dogs. Or chili cheese dogs. I just like hot dogs. I grew up poor, right? So when you grow up poor, you learn to eat things that maybe aren't the best for you, including like really cheap hot dogs. And so when you grew up eating really cheap hot dogs like Ballparks or Nathan's are like gourmet. So I love all of those. And you're probably going to hear some background noise. So please forgive me, because I don't always catch it. I'm just used to it. So, and I can't edit it out. So just do your best to focus on my voice. Question 6. What is your favorite TV show? Oh, we could spend a lot of time on this. I don't watch TV in a traditional... I don't do a lot of things in a traditional sense, do I? But I don't watch TV in a traditional sense either. We actually gave up cable years ago, and we just have Hulu and Netflix. And it was actually cheaper than having cable. And then we now more recently have WWE Network, which has more than just wrestling. It has the Total Divas, Total Bellas. It's got a lot of podcasts, like wrestler-based podcasts. It's got a lot of like their own branded TV shows, like reality shows. And they have wrestling all the way back. I mean, you can go all the way back and watch all the old ones. So, ladies, if you need a good gift for your husband and they're wrestling fans, get them the WWE Network. It's like $10 a month, I think. It's well worth it, especially when you look at the price of like buying a DVD of specific events and stuff like that. It's cheaper than one of those. So, you know, it's unlimited for 30 days, $10 a month. It's worth it for me, I guess I should say. Some people might think that's expensive, but I am not one of those people. I think it's, well, even when I wasn't into the wrestling and it was just my husband watching it, it was worth it. So, yeah. So, I guess, as far as, like, shows that I've bought, Grey's Anatomy, House, Lost, How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory. We love that one. We love... God, the list could go on because I'm a big fan of a lot of shows. I just don't watch them on TV. Like Survivor, obviously. Who doesn't love Survivor? We have all but, I'd say, the last 10 years on DVD of Survivor. So, that's a big one. The Amazing Race. Yeah, and then I typically watch YouTube more than anything else, so favorite movie is, again, I'll just run through whatever pops into my head. I won't elaborate, because we could be here for a long time, but The Crow, Crash, Broke Down Palace, 10 Things I Hate About You, The Craft. So many. There's so many. My mind is blanking because I have to be looking at my movies, I guess. And we actually collect VHSs. We have 2 VCRs. Well, no, 1. We ended up giving one to his brother. To Adam's brother. But we have right around 500 VHSs. We just go to the thrift stores and buy them. Pretty much anything. Because they're so cheap. At one Salvation Army, we can get them 5 for $1 or 25 cents a piece. At the other Salvation Army, they're $1. At both of the Goodwills that we go to, they are 50 cents or 3 for $1. So, many, many, many favorites. I don't discriminate. Let's see. Question 8. What do you drink in the morning? Well, I've answered that question many times over. Coffee. It's the first thing I do even before going to the bathroom. Coffee, bathroom, cigarette, in that order. So, I love, love, love coffee. I've always been a big fan of coffee, but I've just more recently started changing to, tea. No, not tea. Decaf. May as well be tea, though. In the evenings to kind of help, because I don't sleep ever. Can't imagine why. But then now, stupidly started adding in 5-hour energies and with an addictive personality. Things like that. Just, yeah, not good. Because now I think I need them every morning and I don't. So tomorrow morning is actually going to be the first morning I go without. Wish me luck. Number 9, can you do a push-up? Yeah, they're delicious. I love those. Oh. The exercise? Yeah, I can do a push-up. I've always, up until more recently, been very athletic. But I can do a push-up fairly easily, even now that I'm gaining weight. I don't know. Let's just leave it at that. I can do a push-up, yes. Favorite piece of jewelry? Well, I don't have... Oh, I have one right here. Hold on. Now, this might look like a cheap piece of crap, but I got this at a farmer's market. And this was a farmer's market in particular that had all kinds of stands. It wasn't just like farmers. I don't know if they're all like this. The one in my town isn't. This was in a different town. But they actually have like jewelry stands and local businesses and stuff like that. It was a really small town, so they encouraged a lot of different things. But this one in particular has a charcoal ball on it. And the charcoal ball is for essential oils. So you put a few drops of oil in here and it absorbs into the charcoal ball. And then you have your relaxing smell all day with you. I typically like lavender or rosemary. Oh, rosemary is so good. And I really love lemongrass. Lemongrass is probably my favorite of all the essential oils. Something about it. And I think I've explained this to you guys in a video before that I just love it. But at that same... No, I got this in a St. Cloud, Minnesota at this cute little shop that we went to. They had some essential oil, like jewelry similar to this. Because I also have a necklace with a charcoal ball, I believe. But my favorite piece of jewelry, it's a teardrop shape. So imagine this is the necklace and it's just a plain chain. And where the charcoal ball is a little teardrop pendant that's got like a pretty intricate overlay. I'll show it to you guys sometime. I just don't want to go upstairs and get it at this moment. And, you know, it's hollow. And inside of there, it opens up like a locket. And inside you put these, like, they're not cotton balls, but they're almost like fuzzies that you would use in crafting. And you put one of those in there soaked with your favorite essential oil, and you, again, can smell it all day long with your essential oils, and it helps, you know, whatever you need, you just put inside of there, and it comes with all kinds of extras. I would say my wedding ring, but sadly I lost that, or my my wedding ring, it broke, and I haven't got it fixed, so Adam bought me a replacement. But when I started this medication I'm on, my fingers and hands got swollen all the time, so I wasn't able to wear my wedding ring. I still haven't been able to put it back on because my hands just, it's so sad because I love that ring so much. But my original wedding ring had a pearl on it because that was the gem that we used for our wedding, and the pearl broke off and I never got it fixed. But before that, my engagement ring, my first engagement ring, when I worked at Walmart, and they have a cardboard compactor, and I was throwing cardboard into this, and somehow along the way, my ring slipped off, and unfortunately I had made a bale out of the cardboard, which you can imagine a bale of hay. It's just a bale of cardboard. And so somewhere in this bale of cardboard, my ring, and there was just no way of retrieving it from that mess. There had been hundreds upon hundreds of cardboard boxes, and I was at work, of course, and I didn't really know that it had happened until I went home that night. And I went to go wash my hands and take my ring off, and my ring wasn't there. So yeah, I was pretty devastated. And he ended up buying me a replacement engagement ring, which I lost 3 of them. I don't know how. I don't know. I'm not good with keeping jewelry, apparently. Luckily, my husband is quite understanding, and I hope, he says he's understanding. And I do have my wedding ring, and I will wear that as soon as I can. It's been about 2 years since I've been able to put that on, and it's just sad. I should just put it on a chain and wear it around my neck. Okay, so we're gonna do one more color and then call it quits. I'm not sure where we're at, but I know where I'm at. I think right here. Yeah, it's not sticky right on this one. That's one thing I noticed with Diamond Dotz is that sometimes there's just not glue where they're supposed to be glue. And they're really already not the stickiest of canvases. I mean, obviously, they're sticky enough. I wish they were more sticky. Oh, I got a couple more of this color. So we'll finish off this one, and then we'll call it quits on this one, and wherever we end up, we end up as far as the questionnaire, and depending on what's left is dependent upon if I'll finish the questionnaire or not. But I think some of these won't require me to be so lengthy. So yeah, I'm a jerk, and I lose all of my engagement wedding rings, or can't wear them. And I feel horrible about it. And me and my husband have discussed it at length. Poor dude. Poor understanding dude. Well, I think this is just kind of a silly question, considering the video you're watching. What is your favorite hobby? Well, my hobby changes with time. It's ever evolving, but obviously right now it's actually tied between this and diamond painting and cross stitch. I am so in love with cross stitch. I think that it will be one of those hobbies, though, that I don't outlive, or that doesn't fade away. I shouldn't say outlive, because that's just silly. But I think it'll be one that sticks around and surpasses all else. I have a few hobbies like that. Or, I have hobbies that I come and that I consistently come back to and might take a break for a little bit. I saw, like, a piece of plastic somewhere. There it is. Eh? Come on out. Come on out, little guy. There are just... I knew I saw another one. I don't know that I've used a lot of this color, so there's probably going to be a whole lot of garbage in here. I keep thinking I see things that aren't really there. Like concave and convex is what I mean. It's just really hard because rounds are so much more sparkly, and I've never done a round under the lights. So, maybe we'll do this one, and then I'll do a few of the special yellows, because that's the only special gem I have left. Oh no, maybe? No, yep, it is. Because I used the white and the blue already. So there's no need for any other. So yeah, that would be my 2 favorite hobbies. And obviously, I'm just getting started in both. I've tried out a lot of hobbies, and I know I promised I wouldn't continually go on tangents, but I need to go on one more. Because I'm going to be doing on Sundays, not with this Sunday is going to be that special announcement that I want you to tune in for. The next Sunday, I'm going to be doing, every Sunday we'll be adding a new craft of some sort, something that I've either never tried before or something I have tried before, and I just want to share with you guys. And I'm trying to come up with something clever, but it's on a Sunday, so it's hard to, be like, New Craft Sunday or Try It Sunday. There's just nothing that's even gimmicky that I can think of for a Sunday. Like, I was thinking of, Sunday Relaxing Craft Day, or, I don't know. So if you guys have anything clever, leave it in the comments, and, obviously I totally give you credit for it, and maybe some, we'll see. We'll see what might happen out of that. But yeah, if you guys can think of anything witty, I've been trying to come up with different ideas. And I guess if I really had to, I could do it on like a Tuesday or a Thursday, since that's not my typical, video days. Be like, try it Tuesday, try it Thursday. But I just feel like that's been there, done that. It's not incredibly unique. Everybody's got a try it Tuesday or a try it Thursday, it seems. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. It's really common. It's not, it's not, really there are no new ideas on YouTube, but still, I'd like to try to do something on Sundays, just because I thought it would be a good day, because I really do want, a day of relaxing. Crafts are relaxing to me. So that's why I'm trying to make that connection, and I just felt like Sunday would be a really good upload day. I don't know. I don't see a lot of videos on Sundays, but apparently Tuesdays aren't very good video days either, so I just might do a try it Tuesday or test it out Tuesday or something like that. I have a few crafts here already, but then there's a few more that I want to try as far as newer to me or newer in general. Like, I won't give anything away, but I have a lot of really good crafts for the series, so it's not for lack of content or anything like that. I just want to find a really good name for it, because it'll be like my first long-running series besides the Drill With Me's that typically go out on Friday, with the exception of Homegrown series, Drill With Me's, So, yeah, let's just go on to the next question before I run out the timer and make this a 2-hour Drill With Me. Or have to edit a whole bunch of stuff out because I kept saying or oh, or took too long with silences. Do you have ADD? No, I do not. Even though in my videos it may seem like I do, I don't. I probably have the opposite of that most days. The attention deficit disorder. So what? I guess OCD is the opposite, isn't it? Not really, because I know people who have both OCD and ADD. Oh, you poor people, I can only imagine what that must be like. So the opposite would be laziness for me, not for people. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that people who don't have it are lazy. I'm saying me. I have the opposite. And I'm lazy. In general. It's not even that I'm lazy. I like to take it easy most of the time and be chill and relax. I'm a stoner without the product that makes you a stoner. If that even makes sense. That's so stupid. Sorry, I'm very sleep deprived. It sounds funnier in my head, and then when I actually say it, it just sounds like the most stupid thing in the whole world. Just like that just did. A stoner without the product. Come on. My God. I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I said that. Ugh, good thing you guys are my friends. Please stay be my friends. Don't abandon me because I said that stupid joke. That wasn't funny at all. I promise. I'll have better days. Do you wear glasses? I do. You want to see them? They're very pretty. And they're black rimmed. Because I like to have glasses that stand out. I've had much more bold glasses than this. My last pair of glasses was actually at Ed Hardy. And they're purple and they had butterflies all over them. Without them, I could not see. Well, I could see, but not very well. And I definitely won't be able to see at night. Okay, I gotta reach my hand in front here and get my mouse. Because I gotta scroll down this questionnaire. And I didn't plan this out ahead of time. Almost there. Almost there. Good enough. We'll see if we can even get through these next 10 questions, because apparently I'm just sucking. I'm just failing at life today. I'm failing at video making life tonight. Well, in all fairness, this is my second video. I've already recorded my post review for all the EVs. So, I've already been talking for a long time. Not that that video's long, but God, just shush. Just get on with it, will ya, woman? Favorite cartoon character? I don't have a favorite cartoon character. Not at all. I don't even watch adult cartoons. I don't watch Family Guy. I don't watch The Simpsons, and I don't watch South Park. I used to, but I wouldn't say I have a favorite amongst any of those characters per se. Maybe once upon a time, but it's been far too long for me to even remember like characters or anything like that. Like the only ones that are sticking out are obviously The Simpsons, because they've been around since I was a kid. And like South Park, I'm thinking of like Cartman and Kenny, and then like I'm thinking of oh my God, Brian, Stewie. So I guess I would like them ones if I still watched it. And actually, I used to be a huge fan of the Rugrats, and I loved all of them, except Angelica. I hated her because she was mean to the babies all the time. Oh God, I just sounded like a child all over again. 3 things you drink regularly. Coffee, decaf coffee. And then at night, I drink my cherry pomegranate Crystal Light. That's it. Or Arnie Palmer. One of the two. Current worry. Well, there's always a current worry. It shifts, though. But somebody who's got anxiety like me, there's always a worry. Right now, I am. Quite honestly, I've been very stressed out about my channel, and not for the typical reasons that most people would think, like sub count and my like to dislike ratio or anything like that, because I'm very content with all of that. I knew like that I was going to get dislikes on videos. I knew that my sub count would go up and then down and then up and then down. I knew all of that because I've been on YouTube as a viewer for many, many years. And I just know how the world of YouTube works. So it's not any of that. But quite honestly, I worry about having content. And it's something I've been stressing out about for quite a while, because I'm not like an unboxing channel. You know, I kind of mentioned that in my Pick Me Up Pen Refill video. That, you know, I'm not the kind of person that has mega funds to be able to just buy painting after painting after painting to have for unboxings and reviews and draw with me's and stuff, you know. I never have more than 10 at any given time, which is still a lot, it is, but not when I've already showed them all to you, or, you know, I'm missing drills for them, or whatever the case may be. So I worry, I'm always trying to think of different things I can do, because I want to make sure that I'm doing at least 3 videos a week, and it worries me about the day that might come that I don't have anything. Like last week, all my videos had been pre-recorded on the weekend. Which was actually turned out to be quite lucky, because I was very sick last week, and I wasn't able to record any videos at all. And by doing so, I was behind, and by Sunday, I could not think of a single video to do, and I wasn't really going to do this series yet. I wasn't ready. I wanted to have more work done on the canvases, so that they could all go up in the same week, like I did with Diamond Art Club. But I wasn't there, and this one won't take me that long, I don't think. I think it might take, because today is Tuesday, if this will go out Wednesday, so I still have Wednesday and Thursday to finish it, and even part of Friday if I needed to, but I would prefer to film this on Friday. So, I mean, if I'm close, I might just do the post review on Friday, and then have this go out on Saturday, and then my special video on Sunday with my special announcement. So, I mean, them are the kinds of things that run through my mind, though. Like, what if? And it stresses me out, because it's not something I thought about, I guess, beforehand, is what do I do when there are no more paintings, or if you've showed everything and your new content is on its way. And, like, I have a supply video in the works, but things have to get straightened up and organized. Things are in disarray right now. I'm waiting on a couple of things to arrive that I needed as replacements, and so, I mean, I have ideas for videos. It's just the right things have to fall into place for these videos to be able to take place. So, it gets hard when things aren't lining up the way I'd like them to. And I'm just not, like I said, I'm just not in a position to buy all these canvases, even for review purposes, and, like, then give them away or something, because of my limited, let's just say, ability to be able to get canvases and stuff. Everyone has to be pretty special and important, because I don't know when the next time I'll be able to get another one is. And I'm not saying any of this to, like, make anybody feel sorry for me, because that's the last thing I want. I don't. Not at all. I'm just trying to realistically and honestly answer the question, because it is something I worry about. And the only thing that I can say to myself to calm those worries and fears is that if I didn't have those current worries or fears, then it would show that I didn't care about my channel. I never created my channel with the thought that I'd ever get as many subs as I do now. I thought I thought maybe I might get around 50, if I was lucky, around 200. And that was my best case scenario going into this. It honestly was. I never once saw this as a way to make money. I never saw it as a way to get, like, free products from companies to review or anything like that. I never once looked at my channel that way. That's really not why I created it. Because I honestly think that people that do create their channels for such reasons, they're gonna fail. And, you know, they might not fail right away, but it will come. Because I've seen it happen so many times. And so I knew I could never go into it with that goal in mind. I mean, yeah, it's good to have a goal of, oh, I want to have such and such subscribers by such and such time. But it really was my goal just to have a small little channel that was a little community where we stayed close. But that doesn't mean I am not grateful for the subs that I do have. I mean, 800 plus? Are you kidding me? 800 plus beautiful souls that liked me enough to subscribe to me. That is unreal. And I am beyond grateful for that. I could never truly express in words what that means to me. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for that. But with that that amount of subs comes more responsibility. And, you know, I could always cut my schedule back, but I worry that if I'm not providing enough content that people will get bored of me, see what I mean? The worries just go on and on and on. Like, once you start unraveling that train of thought in my mind, it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and one thing leads to another, and another thing connects to another. But it is a very, very real worry of mine. You know, and I hope that that doesn't happen. I hope that I'm always thinking 5 steps ahead, and it was lucky that I pre-recorded all those videos before I got sick. It was almost like I instinctively knew that was something I needed to do. I never do that. I never pre-recorded that many videos in advance. I typically am a few days ahead, but I've never had enough for the entire week where I didn't have to worry. And I could just upload them and schedule them, and they just go out, and I really like having that security. And my Diamond Dotz video, the unboxing, that was my security blanket. It was, okay, if I don't have time, or if I'm going on vacation, or if I don't have content, God forbid, then I have this video to fall back on. Well, now that video went up, so now what do I have for a backup, you know? So, I'll think. That won't be the end of it, you know? I will always worry because I care. I'll never not care. I'm in it for the long haul, and I can't wait to see how big I can grow, because I'm already way beyond what I ever thought possible for myself. I'm already well beyond what I thought I would do. It's 2:30 in the morning, much later than I wanted to stay up, but I knew it was a filming night, so I knew that most likely I was going to be up pretty late. I'm not going to edit or anything tonight. I'll do that in the morning, so this video will come out late, but I don't think you guys care about that. I just wanted to get to a certain point. Current dislike. I don't dislike anything right now. I mean, I'm sure if I thought more about it, I would, but I don't know. It might not be all that believable, but I don't generally think like that. I don't sit and think, oh, I hate this today. No. It's just not, I don't know. It's not the kind of person I want to be, so I don't think of things in that kind of way. Like, dislike and hate and all that. It's just, I don't know. And I'm not saying anything about people who do have dislikes, because I think it's healthy to dislike things. There's nothing that is coming to mind right now. I mean, catch me in a different day, in a different mood, and I can probably ramble off a whole bunch of things. Right now I'm in a pretty good mood, and I'm in a pretty good headspace. And so, there's nothing that I dislike. And this is the kind of headspace I prefer to be in. Because I used to live in a very dark and negative headspace all the time. It wasn't fun. And I don't really wish to go back to it. Someday, we will get into that. And I also want to add that I don't know what I was talking about in my video where I said that I had some good stories saved up for this drill with me, because I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. I don't know. I must have had something good, because the tone in my voice was pretty cackly, like a witch. That just made a new potion, but I, for the life of me, cannot think of what stories I had in mind. So I should have probably done the drill with me then, but what can I say? I forget easily. I just want to do these next couple in line here, and then we'll do the next question. Favorite place you like to be? Well, I've said it many times in my videos that I live on Lake Superior, and that is my favorite place to be. And when we move away from here, I'm gonna miss it very, very much. And I don't know how much of a reason I'll have to come back, but I hope that there is one, just so I can visit her. that is my absolute favorite place to be. And I don't want to go into too much detail on that. I'm going to pick my battles in this tag as far as what I want to ramble on about and what I don't. I think I've gotten off topic quite a bit, and I'm trying to wrap up. I just want to get to, how did you bring in the new year? Oh, that's simple. I was sleeping. I don't know. I don't do that anymore. I really never did. No. I know some people really go all out for it. I'm sure that there was a few times that I partied up the new year, but I can't even remember. Oh my gosh, come on. Tweezers and rounds don't mix. But yeah, it's been far too long since the last time. I think I've slept through every new year for the last couple of years. Most definitely. Okay, so I just wanted to be able to put a few of these in so you guys could see how that goes while I answer the next like 2 or 3 questions, and then we're gonna wrap it. Call it a wrap. So now with this one, the big issue that you find a lot is the coating being on the bottom and nothing being on the top. And with Diamond Dotz, they have a couple different where it's like very light. Like, you almost don't notice it until like right here is one. And it's more green and yellow. And then you get the ones that are very bright. And it's like more gold and yellow and pink. So they do that with every one. You'll see 2 different colors of coating. I don't know if it's purposely or not. I'm guessing it would be. So now, in my comments in my last video, somebody recommended not using the blue tack. Well, then this one's just a dud. But I'm going to try it. If it tends to pull that iridescent coating off, then we'll go with boring here. Where would I like to go? That's such a broad question. Where would I like to go? Well, if I speak in terms of my channel, I would like to go... I want to get to 1,000. I'm hoping to do a giveaway at 1,000. Don't know if things will fall into place for that or if it'll be a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. But it will be there if I can get to 1,500. That's really being hopeful. If we're talking about physical places, where would I like to go? Right now, I've been kind of wanting to go... Actually, I want to go to Hawaii. As silly as that sounds, with everything that's been going on out there. But I think that's why I'm just like, oh, I want to... You know, I haven't watched a report on the volcano activity for quite some time. So I'm going to do that in the morning. Yep. I used to watch 2 channels regularly every morning. That's how I'd start my morning, is with the daily volcano report until they got locked out of the areas where they were able to go in and film. And then they kind of were doing drill with me's without drilling. They're just vlogging. God, I hope that's the right one. Okay, good. I just suddenly got this fear that I was supposed to be doing the pluses. Okay, this is the question I was trying to get to before I wrapped. It is name 5 people who should do this tag. And between Danielle and Donnie. My favorite. Okay, take that back. All the people that were my first instinct to tag were tagged. Not just my favorite. Because I don't really have a specific favorite channel. Not even you, Donnie. I love everybody equally. Yeah, you can see the iridescent coating coming off. So let's switch. It's not really coming off of this, but kind of. Not terribly bad, but enough to irritate me. I'm not going to replace those because it didn't pull it all off, but yeah, so done between, oh, and, Fruitini stole a couple of mine too, so, and now, this is hard because you don't know who's actually subscribed to you or who watches you, so, if you're watching this and I say your name, please just leave me a comment. You don't have to say if you're going to do the tag or not. I mean, ideally, I would like you to, so I can go and watch it, but, just leave me a comment saying that, you know, that you heard the challenge. Yeah, so if I tag you and you are watching it, just say, I have heard your challenge, and if you want to tell me, you can say, I have heard the challenge and I accept it. Or, I've heard the challenge, but I must decline. Something like that. Just so I know, for my own sanity. No, I'm not going to hold it against anyone if they don't watch me. It's not a big deal, but I just want to know that the people that I'm about to tag actually hear it. And that way, if we don't see them comment, then go over to the, if you're subscribed to these people, go over to their channel and let them know that I tagged them to do this. And, of course, I'll leave the questions down in the description box. So, yeah, I'll tag the people. If I don't see them respond, or if you guys don't see them respond, even if you don't want to search through my comments, because I don't really expect anyone to do that, but you happen to be watching their videos, just tell them, hey, Brandy over at Abstract Crafter, that little witch tagged you. You should go check out her video and see what the heck she's even talking about. We'll get them, ladies and gents. So the people I'm going to take, I knew this question was coming, so I kind of looked through my subscription feed and then tried to look at the channels to see if they even do drill with me is. And I think maybe one or two of them don't, but if they did, now they got something to help them. So, I'm tagging Cassie B, and as I say their names, I'm going to also put the text up in case I don't say their name right. So I'm taking Kathy B. I am challenging you to do this tag in your next drill with me. Gone off my meds, Wendy. I am challenging you to do this tag in your next drill with me if you need something to help steer the conversation. Usually, though, Wendy, you don't have issues with that. I envy your ability to be able to come up with topics to talk about. I think you said your issue is staying on track. So yes, I am taking Wendy from Gone Off My Meds as number 2. My weds. Yeah. Crafty Tina Lynn. I am challenging you to do this tag in your next drill with me. I think this person was also mentioned in a different tag, but I could not remember. Not a different tag, on a different channel, but I couldn't specifically remember. Jennifer Roberts, my dear friend from, well, Jennifer Roberts. And she had some issue with her name, which is why I got it wrong when I gave her a shout out in the last time I did a video. But you guys really should go check out Jennifer anyway. She has an awesome channel. And she really could use all your support, because I just can't believe that she hasn't blown up. She's sweet and amazing and so fun to listen to. And she has the most unique diamond paintings. So I challenge you, Jennifer Roberts, to do this tag in your next video. And then, I know it says 5, but I am doing the 2 people that I also did a shout out for in this video, because I think it would be fun. So, OMG, look how cute. I am challenging you to do this tag. And Jenn's diamond painting. I am challenging you to do this tag. Again, ladies, the questions will be in the description box. Probably near the top, because I know I have a lot in my description box. But that's because YouTube told me the more stuff I have in my description box, the better chance I have of my video being searchable. So just remember that. Fill out your description boxes with information and, you know, descriptions of your video and information on the things you talk about and links from your other videos and all that fun stuff. Fill your description box out. That'll help get you seen, because then all of that stuff becomes searchable. And make sure you do your tags, and make sure you're using hashtags. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this color so I can answer like one more question, and then we're gonna end this. Yep, we'll end on number 22. Maybe not, because it's what's your favorite color, and we've been over this. My favorite color is purple, but I tend to, well, it goes between purple and gray. Purple is my birthstone. I was born in February. Gray reminds me of comfort, and every time I wear gray, I feel comfortable. But I tend to also like groups of colors, like black and hot pink, or like the colors that I'm wearing, like gray, silver, teal, turquoise, coral, orange, like that grouping of colors with mint green and like millennial pink mixed in with accent colors. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Alright, done. Well, alright guys, we're cutting it off. We've been doing this for a while. I need to get some sleep, and I still have to clean up my video making mess. So, alright guys, we will finish this tag, the last, let's see, 23 through 35 in the next video, next drill with me. Have an awesome day, guys. Have fun diamond painting. I love you, friends. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.